Hello, Stream. Welcome to Treasure Tuesday D&D. We are back. We are going to be down a player for a couple of weeks because she's off doing something really cool. And if I could remember any of the details, I would tell you to go look at it, except that would compete with my stream. But it is really cool. Maybe we can get Justice to tell us about it later. Anyway, if you're here, you're watching Treasure Tuesday. We are going to pick up where we left off last week. Does anybody remember what y'all did last week?
Yeah, we found a hole in the floor.
Did find a hole in the floor. Mm-hmm.
Hole in the floor.
Did yours just shout yeet?
Yep, sure did. Oh, hey, web capture picked that up. Awesome.
I do enjoy that web captioner can pick those things up. I don't think it sent my tweet out.
It did not. I was just looking to retweet it.
Oh, my lord. Hang on. Let me tweet about this.
Let's tweet.
Hi, stream. I'm tweeting. No one will care. This is session 51. This is hashtag Treasure Tuesday D&D. Somebody asked me today whether I played homebrew or modules, and I said yes, and they were like, you have to pick one. And I said no.
No, you don't. I mean, technically, if you change a module, it's then homebrew, but also...
And we sort of looked at each other, and I was like, I created magic spoons, and sometimes they're OP and I don't care. Sometimes they explode. And they were like, what? And I was like, I ran a game last night where there were spoon mimics, and they just sort of like slithered around the floor, and they bite people's toes. And they were like, what the hell? And I was like, yes. Does that answer your question?
You.
Right?
Ew. Are we live? We are live.
We are live. Yes, we're having this discussion
We are.
live. We're having this discussion
live.
while I tweet because Streamlabs is broken and I'm losing my mind.
Live.
I have lost too many spoons today to deal with this, so I'm just gonna go like this a bunch. And that hurts.
Somebody clip that, please.
This actually hurts a lot, so I shouldn't do it.
Stop. I'm gonna repeat it to demonstrate.
So don't repeat this.
Oh my god.
Yep.
So this tweet says, Streamlabs is evil tonight, so come watch my stream and make me feel better. Plus, like, they threw a magic item in a hole, a bottomless pit, and are staring into that pit thinking. And that's what the tweet says. Because I can't make real
Seems
tweets.
accurate
None of my
enough.
tweets are good.
No, that's pretty accurate.
You didn't wait for me to do my tweet?
I had just sent it when you said something.
So you hate me. That's what's happening here?
I'm literally retweeting yours right now.
Thank you, babe. I do appreciate that. Yeah, like the drama, damn it.
Yeah, no, the drama. I like that better than drama.
Shut up. Okay.
It's seasoned. It's more aged and refined.
Shut up. Okay, so who remembers what happened last week?
We happened at the cafeteria. I read about it on the Wikibadiah.
You know, when I was growing up,
Going to the Tarjay.
when I was growing up,
Yeah.
I would mispronounce words, and my bio dad would let me do it. So I'd like go to school and mispronounce words, and people would like point and laugh. So this is a bit traumatic for me, but do continue.
Oh, good.
I will try not to traumatize my DM before going into.
You were all
D&D.
standing around a deep dark hole, and I've been real fixed on mimics. So
We're already intending to jump, so.
So where we left off, when we just left off, can you recap what just happened?
So there was a
Or-
hole.
Yeah.
There was this hole.
And Quinten got the feeling that this fancy stone was connected to the hole in some way.
Clearly
somebody
the
said something
hole
about
and
it
the stone
having-
should be together.
Yeah, they should be together. Somebody said something about conjuration, so he was like,
Druzh
Flick.
said nothing of the sort. Druzh said
Oh,
transportation
I
and
thought he
weird
did.
shit.
oh,
He doesn't
transportation.
know what conjuration magic is? What?
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Transformation.
Right.
Not
Got it.
transportation, transformation.
So, a little bit
Same
of
thing.
inside elf ball here is that Quinten thought that meant if you threw it in the hole, it would turn into an elevator and we could go downstairs. Threw it in the hole, nothing happened. So everybody's yelling at him about this, and he turns around and jumps into the hole head first.
Hang on.
Oh, wait.
Hang on. We have
Oh,
to
sorry.
do the learned and this in the session.
I thought we did that. My apologies.
We did not. You've lost your drama. Okay. That's just canon now. We've got malevolent tug
Yes.
and drama, and lore.
That's going to be the name of a lama at some point.
Those are all of our things. So welcome to inside jokes. It took me about 25 years to figure out inside jokes, and now I just love them. Okay.
Nice.
So last week you learned that there are even more toys, but not all of them are magic. Remember, you were poking your head into rooms, and there were rooms full of that kind of toy. You found out that bears here are not fond of hugging, that Druzh can do magic stuff, that stuffed toy bears are full of blood and guts and not stuffing, which is gross. And actually, I should probably look up whether that's accurate for mimics, but for my mimics, they bleed. There are 2 more bears. What?
Oh, we killed the bear, and there clearly should be 2 other bears.
Oh,
We were, yeah. 3 days.
Goldilocks.
That's the
Yeah.
whole, yeah.
Got it.
So we're looking for beds or something.
My next note says need to porridge, which I think is again
we're
the
looking for
Goldilocks.
porridge
Yep.
first.
Yeah.
Then we can go to the beds.
People on this continent tell strange children's stories. There was, underlined, an iridescent stone. Marthalla is comfortable leaping into voids to rescue others. Quinten can just appear places and take people with him. Marthalla seems to have rage light. And the stone was in a severed hand when you discovered it. So those are all the things that I recorded that you learned. And then for session chat, Quinten took the RP point for tossing his unknown magic stone into a bottomless pit. Honorable mentions for our RP point were Marthalla for immediately jumping into the pit when Quinten stepped into it, and Relic for bumping into a shelf of toys, panicking when they fell on him, making everyone get out, and then chucking a bottle of alchemical fire back into the room while shutting the door. We also had Marthalla for smashing all of the snakes, and Marthalla for raging on the teddy bear and cutting off the head. The way I saw that was Marthalla being like, "You don't like hugs? Fine," and then cutting off the head.
Yeah. That tracks.
All right. So Quinten, you have an RP point. Don't forget it.
Because you're gonna need it if you're doing
Yep.
that thing you're saying.
Yep.
All right. So so you entered this. Just to recap a little bit, you entered an oversized kids house, and it had a giant teddy bear in it. It was quite large. I used props, and the cats have stolen my props, so I can't do props anymore. They keep stealing this teddy bear and sleeping on it. So you killed that, and you ventured deeper in. You found a human-sized door at the back of this kitchen room, and you entered a hallway, and there were some doors. You poked your head into each door, and you found toys. You also found a couple of magic items, one of which you've chucked into a deep dark hole. Then, so 3 doors on the right, and then a door at the end of the hallway. Through the door at the end of the hallway is this deep dark hole, and you can see across this hole, it's 5 feet by about 4 feet. Across this hole is I'm going to say 5 by 5, just for funsies. Across the hole is another door. And you're all kind of clustered around it. When you first found the hole, someone said, "Jump in." I don't remember who. And Quinten...
Relic did.
Okay. And Relic said, "Okay," and then stepped in, and then immediately some kind of stepped back out of it. But before he could do that, Marthalla had jumped in after him, so he had to, snag her on the way back up. And I believe she was not pleased with you.
Yeah, she was mad at me.
That particular time. And then you did some stuff, but really I'm just focused on the fact that you threw a magic item that you don't know very much about into a deep dark hole. And that's where we left it.
And I found something as well in the first room, right?
Yes, you found a piggy bank, right?
That's right. Yeah, and he's under my arm, and he's a good little piggy.
And he's alive, and you call him...
Sir Oinks a lot.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, I need to open another notebook. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Well, y'all are bound
Sir
to test me, so...
Oinks a lot. Sir Oinks a lot.
Sir Oinks a lot.
No,
Sir
captions can't get it.
Oinks. Oinks.
Oink.
Oink.
Oi, now.
I got boink. That's close.
Sir Oink a lot. Nope. Sirloin a lot. That's
All right.
relic.
So moving on. So you're standing above this hole. We're gonna say that it has been 1 Mississippi since you chucked the rock into the hole.
So he waits till 2 Mississippi, and when nothing happens, he goes, shit. And jumps in head first, trying to kick off and catch up.
Now, I believe it is safe to say that Marthalla is going to jump in after him because she did the first time. Does everybody agree with this? Because she's not here.
Yep.
How hard did she roll her eyes, do we think?
Pretty hard, probably. You know that sigh she makes? I'm pretty sure I heard that
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
the internet.
Yeah.
Wherever she is. At deep dark pit. Quinten jumps in after rock. Marthalla follows. All right, Quinten, tell me what you're doing.
So I jump in after trying to like grab the stone, and can I push off the edge to give me a little extra oomph to catch up speed-wise?
Roll me an athletics check.
Okay. Oh god, I have so many dice out, and they're all gonna betray me.
Yes, speaking about them in that manner is a wise choice before rolling.
It wasn't. Do I use that inspiration point now?
I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it. That's a 7
How
total
many-
for athletics.
Oh, God.
So you know how when
Not a natural 7.
you ever like running down some steps and you're going a little bit too fast and like your foot just misses the top of the step and you sort of like
Yeah.
so you trip when you fall into the hole. So you're kind of falling into the hole.
Does that help me go faster and or see where this stone went?
I think you're actually like falling back first. This first bit of
Okay. I'm gonna look over my shoulder and see if I
would
can see
catch
it.
him as he's jumping into the hole.
I believe you made a statement that you were at the very back of this group, correct?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I
That's
did.
true.
So I think
That
you've
is
got
correct.
you've got
So no, I cannot.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to do that. Also, has anybody been there when somebody has jumped into a hole? Because I have, and it is particularly difficult to grab them. I'd let you do it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make a random statement. Okay, so what else are you doing?
I'm trying to see if I can locate where this stone went.
Roll me an investigation check at disadvantage.
Oh man.
Hey, I did math for this, okay?
Oh god.
You going to roll some dice.
Ooh. That is a 16 total.
So as you crane your neck around, you manage to just catch light from above on the stone. And it looks like it's about maybe 10 feet away from you as you're falling.
Do I get the feeling there's any way for me to catch up to this?
You do appear to be gaining on it, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and twist or yoga my way into a position where I'm facing more towards it and reach my hand out.
Mm-hmm.
So like position myself that I can. Let me ask you this: how soon does it, if I'm gaining on it, do I feel like I'm gonna catch up into it in the next 10 feet or in the next like 200 feet?
I think 10 feet you'll catch up to it.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just kind of like position and wait to catch up to it.
So roll me a dex check.
Got it.
See if you can snag this.
Meanwhile, Druzh
Oh.
will be shouldering his way to the front of the group. Though I
So-
assume Quinten is out of reach by now.
Oh, for
But-
sure. He's like 40 or 50 feet down at this point.
Ooh, you said dex check?
Yeah.
Straight dex or acrobatics? Or straight dex?
I'll give you acrobatics.
Okay, that's an 18.
Okay. So you do manage to grab it. Now I want you to roll a strength check.
Okay.
Actually, what I'm trying to determine is how hard you grab the stone.
And I was like crushing it, or
Are you
in
gonna
terms
like
of,
grab it, or are you gonna like take 2 fingers and like grab it?
I don't want to crush it, but I want to get a good hand on it. Like
Yeah.
I'd probably like you ever catch fireflies where you try and like get your hand around it.
Right. So I want you to roll a strength
Yeah.
check. for me
Okay.
to kind of see what happens.
Oh God, it tipped over. That's a 5.
Okay, so you don't actually get a good grip on it, right? Like you grab it, but it's like a whoop. You just kind of get your fingertips on it, so you have it, but you're not like it's not like in your fist, but you got it.
Okay.
You are about 50 feet down at this point,
Okay.
and still falling.
How do we feel it would take to secure this? Can I like get it into a pocket somewhere secure so my hands are free?
Every second you're gonna fall another like 10 feet.
Yep, I got that.
So I'll say it's gonna take you like a second or two to put it back in a pocket. So you'll fall 10
Okay.
or 20 more feet.
Okay, so now I'm at 70 feet.
Sure.
Okay. As soon as it's... Go ahead.
Meanwhile, Druzh will be hammering a spike into the rim of the hole in the ground that has no bottom that Quinten just dropped into for no perceivable reason, and tossing down his 50 feet of hempen rope after securing it to the spike.
Okay. I'm not gonna have you roll for that. That seems like a thing you can do.
Well, I don't know how long that takes, but that's what's happening.
So once I have it secured in my pocket, can I reach out and kind of like Spider-Man the sides, like with 2 daggers to like slow my fall, or am I falling too fast?
Oh, I'm gonna need you to give me a real good acrobatics check for that.
Okay, so instead of I'm gonna use I have a couple spell slots left. I'm gonna use, where are my spells? I'm gonna use Misty Step to step as an action. Oh, it's a bonus action. A bonus action to step up. What is that? 30 feet, back up, and then try and catch myself on the wall with the daggers.
Okay. Couple things are gonna happen.
Which hopefully will break my inertia. Is the
One,
intent.
as you get the stone into your pocket, you hear a
Mhm.
noise. Two, when you misty step
Son
up,
of a bitch.
you immediately get hit in the face with a rope.
That's true.
Fair.
Can I grab onto the rope at that point then?
Roll me a dex check.
Oh, God. So I'm using that fancy like split in half copper and green die,
Don't
and it's
tell
split
us.
in half on one of the
Oh,
rolls.
did it?
Yeah, because I didn't have it put together correctly. You said a dex?
Yeah.
If it's a straight dex, it's a 14.
Huh.
I'll give you that. It's right in your face. Okay, so you do manage to catch a hold of this rope. I do want to let you know that when you fell in the hole, you were facing up towards the top. So you did see Marthalla jump in after you, but then you twisted around, grabbed the stone, put it in your pocket, and then sort of twisted back around and misty step up and grabbed the rope. Okay.
Okay. So
Right.
I'll climb my way out.
No, Druzh is yanking that rope up. We're not doing any climbing.
Do I hit the ceiling?
I don't know how Druzh is pulling this as hard as he can.
Roll me a strength check.
Oh no. Quinten's a skinny boy.
You did this to you.
Yep, I'm 135 pounds.
You decided you were
terrible.
135 pounds?
When I set up the character, he's 6 foot tall, 135 pounds.
He's made of paper?
Elves are lighter.
Yeah, that's true. It's only a 15, which is terrible for me.
Well, what if we say the 15 is because like you threw the rope down and before it had fully extended, it sort of hits Quinten in the face, and so like you start yanking when Quinten like grabs it. So there's
Like
weird,
slack.
there's like a weird
Yeah.
physics thing there, right? So. And let's say it's a little slippery, because you have feelings, and so you do get him up to the top, but you don't.
Druzh's gonna grab him with the trunk and throw him against the nearest wall.
Great.
Um,
Yes.
right as soon as Quinten's at the top of the thing, like timing wise, I'm gonna cast Thunder. No.
Get back down there.
Okay.
I do nothing.
Were you kidding? Okay, just checking. Sometimes I can't hear when you trail off and go. Just kidding. So I just wanted to double check because if you want to do that, I'm not gonna stop you. All right. So Druzh, you have.
I would like to rage.
I was gonna say, well, if you blow Quinten away, he won't be there to calm Druzh down. So
Right,
have fun.
You've thrown Druzh. You've thrown
Ideally, it'd be
Quinten
both of them.
against. Ideally, Quinten or Druzh, you've thrown Quinten against a wall. What happens next?
Marthalla is still.
Yeah. First of all, how obvious was Marthalla popping off?
She was actually far enough down that y'all wouldn't have heard it. Just Quinten would have. And he didn't see it, so, like, metagaming.
And I don't think during that fall he would have recognized what it was.
Yeah, like, metagaming, like,
in the moment.
what happened is, you know, the four of you, or the three, Brandle, Druzh, and Relic saw Marthalla jump in after Quinten. Quinten heard a popping noise, and when he turned around to Misty step back up, didn't run into her in a 5 foot by 5, pit.
Cool.
And
I
so
don't know that Druzh is paying attention to that super hard right now.
But I think it's Brandle does call it out. Is that Brandle or was that Mac calling it out?
I wanted to call it out.
So
Just Marthalla. Yeah. I mean.
all right. So
yeah.
Druzh, you throw Quinten against a wall, and Brandle goes, Marthalla is still down there.
Druzh kind of isn't paying attention. He's like on the cusp of raging, and just instead of just like letting Quinten sag against the wall, he holds him up off the ground with the trunk, like right between the tusks.
What do you have your trunk
You
around?
fucking idiot! Like right under the underarms.
Oh, okay, so not my throat, so I can reply.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you were saying.
You fucking idiot!
What?
Twice. You play these stupid fucking games twice. Now where's Marthalla?
What? I thought I would do it. Wait, where Marthalla was? Should I come back up?
No, you don't. You were down there doing your fucking magic and whatnot, and you left her down there all by herself. She's gonna fall forever.
Well, she was behind. Like I didn't pass her on the way up. Like I would have passed her. I assumed she just came back up and was like, you know what, screw it.
Right, yeah, you had your wits about you as you were turning on nimbly pimbly at the bottom of a pit.
Drew's just turning around to look back down the hole. Let's see if there is Marthalla signs.
Is there something I can roll to determine like if I had the clarity of mind to recognize that pop sound now that we're thinking about it, or
roll me like roll me like an intelligence, I guess. See if you kind of like figure it out with all this going on.
I'm gonna use one of my bard and barbarian d20.
Don't fail me now.
Sorry, what type of check did you say?
Intelligence?
Intelligence. Straight intelligence is a +0, so that's a 10. Which is an even number.
That'll do it. Yeah, so it, like, you remember the pop, and that's the noise that usually happens when the mistress yanks people out of existence.
So I go, as Druzh is leaning over the side, I go, I think the mistress might have called her on a job.
You think she got
I heard,
popped out of here?
Listen. I heard a pop behind me. I assumed it was like a stone or something, but that's the only thing that makes sense. She was behind me. She didn't come back up. I turned around. She was already gone. I came back up. She didn't fly past me. So it's the only thing that makes sense.
That's the only thing that makes sense. That some mystical being popped her out at just that right moment. That makes sense to you. Versus the fact that maybe she was trying to save your skinny little elf ass, and instead you just left her to die in the bottom of a pit.
First of all, there doesn't appear to be a bottom. Second of all, she's not in there anymore. Like
I think you better get your butt back down in there and see if you can pull her out.
I look over at Druzh without moving.
Nope. Druzh is already lighting a torch and dropping it down the pit.
Look. She's pulled her out before. She's pulled you both out before. Like, it's not out of character. Like, we know it happens. We don't know why, but...
So, Druzh, you watch that torch fall down that hall, and it does not illuminate anything other than an empty shaft. Now, enough time has passed based on how fast Quinten was falling you think you'd still, like, she'd be tiny, but you should be able to see the torch pass a figure, and you don't see one. I also want to point out, Druzh, that you shouldered your way forward and immediately, like, started hammering. You could still see Quinten at that point, and there was no Marthalla.
That's fair. I was timelines.
Well, also
No, I just
very
clarified.
angry at Quinten.
Yeah.
It totally tracks.
I don't know that. Yeah, he would have been paying attention to Marthalla, actually. So yeah, he'll turn towards Relic, and he's not super thrilled to have to agree with Quinten right now. Like, Quinten's in the bad books right now. But,
He's got his own book.
Yeah.
His Quinten scrawled angrily on the cover.
And the Death Note font.
I made a joke about that.
When I was looking down, she wasn't there where she would have been.
What the fuck you mean? She wasn't there.
I could see Quinten. I couldn't see her. She came in after. So she might have gotten popped out.
Might. We're gonna leave her down on a fallen pit on a might, maybe, and will.
I'm not happy about it. And Druzh looks back down. Has the torch hit a bottom at any point?
No, you dropped a torch before, and what you noted about that is, like, you
Right.
never heard it hit the bottom. You just saw the
Right.
point of light slowly disappear in the distance.
Cool.
could try
So
to look for
that
her, but I
hasn't
don't know.
changed since Quinten yeeted the rock into the distance.
It has not.
Yeah. We could try to look for her, but I don't know if we have enough rope.
Does anybody could talk to people's brains? Like, knew some people who could do that. I can't.
That's obvious. You barely talk with your own brain.
Well, yeah, because I talk with my mouth.
You have upset Relic. I don't know if you've picked up on that, but I have picked up on that.
Yes,
Coming
I
in
do.
here, we're in life or death situation, and you're playing pranks and tricks. This isn't the time for that garbage.
He does have a point.
You're damn right I do.
Look. Okay, you know what? You're right. You are right. I've been a little bit on edge. Like, the Fae stuffed animals having dinner in the woods set me off. Like, I'm not super excited to be going back to this, or going to this continent. Like, I'm not making the best decisions right now. So you are correct.
Yeah, we can tell.
I'm.
And that's a bloody excuse for getting my best
No.
friend killed.
First of all,
But you got the
she's not
rock.
dead. She's not dead. She got
Yeah,
popped out.
You 100% sure on that, mate?
I mean, yeah, like, this is the only thing that makes sense. Like, even if something happened to her, I would have run into her on the way back up.
Right. When you're blip-blopping around, you would have just run into her.
I would have at least seen her when I turned around. She wasn't there. I just assumed she'd come back up. She's got wings. Like,
And that pop
she's stronger and taller than me.
that pop noise is a very distinctive pop noise. Like, I am making it into the microphone, but if I had ways to, like, manipulate sound, I'd make it sound way weirder.
Like, and it had that resonance. It was that noise. I just didn't think about it at the time because I was, she was clearly out of harm's way, and I was trying to get myself back out.
Like echoing, like it's the kind of pop it that, like, echoes through planes. Just for the record.
So yeah, I am 100% sure. He looks
betting
around
a lot of
just a
stuff on
little
that.
bit. Like, look,
He's
everybody's yelling.
Probably
I made a
right.
mistake.
Quinten, shut up. And we're off.
He throws away an imaginary key.
Brandle, how are you? How are you feeling? Are you just you eating fantasy popcorn at this particular moment? Are you at all worried about Marthalla Are you mad at Quinten? Anything?
I don't think I'm mad.
So eating fantasy popcorn while you watch this go down.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can we imagine Brandle doing something like taking like a flower out of his pocket and slowly picking the petals out like onto his palm and then very carefully putting all of the petals and the stem of the flower back in his pocket while this is going on?
Yes, that is perfect.
Taking the time to prepare components as he just waits. When you said, is he eating popcorn, I pictured Brandle with a t-shirt that had a picture of Brandle eating popcorn on it while he was eating popcorn.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're standing in front of a deep dark hole. One of your number has disappeared, and some of you are upset. What do you do next?
What else is there around? Is it just a pit? Are there other doors?
Yeah, you're
Are
standing.
there-
You're standing in a hallway. You're standing.
How
like a-
big is it? Like, can we walk around it? Or
Oh no, it's wall to wall. So but it's a 5-foot pit. You can roll me some athletics checks and jump over it. Unless y'all roll ones,
I can also just use a spell.
or you could use a spell.
What's the standard jump? It's like if you get a running start.
Yeah, it's basically everyone can clear a running jump of 5 feet unless your strength is like -4 or something.
My
Okay.
Google search just adds 5e on the end of all of my Google searches now.
Nice.
The other
5e.
day, I was looking up Dalmatians or something like that, and it was like Dalmatians 5e, and I was like, what?
That's amazing.
When you take the run action, you move up to 4 times your speed, but you must move in a straight line. If you succeed at DC 20 strength, you can move 5 times your speed. So let's think about jump rules.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
your
5e.
strength modifier that determines how far you can go, and if you're doing a long jump, it's
You can
number
cover
of
the
feet
feet
up to your
speed.
strength score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean your strength modifier?
Your strength score.
Oh.
So,
For-
like, if your strength score is 10, you can go 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
It was like I can jump 2 feet.
Yeah, because it was like, oh, float through it.
No, so for
Just
Brandle,
running jump and lands in place.
Yeah.
no, so Brandle can jump 10 feet, right?
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Is that right,
Yeah.
Tech?
We can
If your strength is 10, then yes.
Yeah, his strength is 10. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
is back.
Anybody
As
have...
long as you, as long as you get a bit of a running start, yes.
So you should all be able to jump over this hole fairly easily.
Okay.
All right.
And there's a door on the other side.
I'll save the spell for if I fall.
Druzh is just straight towards the door and pulling that open. No
Yeah.
more hanging out in the back of the group for the time being.
Let's go there. I'll jump
Do
the
you-
pit.
Do you check the door before you open it?
Nope.
Nah.
Cool. Roll me a dex check.
Is that a
First
check
one.
or a saving throw?
Saving throw.
Cool.
Nice. The one door that we didn't check.
Yep.
Kinda doesn't care at the moment.
No,
Which
I'm
dice do I want to use for
fully
this?
aware of that. You do your thing.
Ooh, that's exciting. That's a 10.
So, as you shoulder the door open, there's like a puff of like dust that falls over you that you didn't see when you went through the other doors, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. What you see on the other side of the door.
Yes. Three plates of porridge. One of them is hot. The other one is cold. And the other one is just right.
Just right. All right. So, on the other side of this door, you're gonna see another hallway, but this one goes on for like a while. And and all of the doors appear to be on the right side of the hallway, except there is one door on the left side of the hallway, and it seems to have like a slightly more ornate frame. But all of the other doors appear to match the doors in that last hallway that you were in.
Sorry, one more time. There are doors on left and right, and they're more on the right or more on the left?
There are
There's
doors
all
running the
right,
entire
and
length of the hallway on the
Got
right
it.
side and only one on the left.
Yeah.
Got it. Which one is closest?
The one on the left.
Great. Druzh is opening that one.
Cool.
Roll me
I'm
a
just
dex
gonna
save.
Follow him.
Cool.
Cool.
That's better. That is 17.
The same sort of dust falls over you, but it's much thinner. Like it's more. You barely notice it.
I'm going to just go ahead and say he doesn't notice it. He's, not super pleased with things at the moment.
That's fair.
What is inside of that room?
This room is full of empty bookshelves. And
I didn't finish writing this. Damn it. Crap, I'm gonna have to make shit up. Here we go. This room is full of empty bookshelves. Roll me. Do you want to roll an investigation check, or are you just walking into a room? Do you want I walk into a room and look around and decide whether or not to leave?
Yeah, no, it's walk in, look around.
Okay, so this room is built a little bit differently than the workshops you've been in. It's a little bit bigger, but it is also still lined with bookshelves that are empty. One of the bookshelves appears to be falling apart back in a corner, and it almost looks like you can see something behind it. But other than that, the room is just empty.
When we say looks like, is there like a vibe that there's something behind it? Is there something visual that would lead to believe that?
Well, the visual that you would see is that the bookshelf is falling apart, and what is behind it is not a wall necessarily. It deserves more investigation were one so predisposed.
Sure. Druzh will take a look at that. Why not?
Is it the kind of thing where Druzh walks over there and looks at it, or is it the kind of thing where Druzh walks over and finishes the falling apart of the bookshelves?
Or the latter.
Okay. I'm going to write down that Druzh helps the bookshelf finish falling apart.
With violence.
Comma. With violence. Every once in a while I flip back through my session logs and read stuff, and some of it doesn't make sense, but some of it is hysterical. Sometimes when I'm making notes, I think to myself, this one's going to be funny. Okay, so what you reveal behind... yeah, I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
Cool. Nice.
Excellent.
You done now?
Which ones do we use for this?
Oof.
That's not terrible.
Oh, clearly not those.
Okay.
A 6.
Where is everyone else, by the way? Like, how far behind are we? Considering the fact that Druzh is angry.
I'm guessing that Druzh hopped over, pounded through one door, pounded through another, and in that time probably 2 of the last 3 of you could hop over that hole. And so, who followed Druzh right behind?
I'll follow Druzh.
Okay, so you'll probably make it to the first door and can sort of see into the next room. You're about to walk through that door. And then who would have followed Brandle?
Not me.
Quinten. So Quinten, you're probably across the hole and about to walk through that first door. And Relic, you're still on the other side of the hole.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay, Druzh, what did you roll for initiative?
3.
Oof.
Brandle? Brandle.
Pressing the wrong key. 16.
Quinten? I heard that. What did you just roll?
Nothing.
You're not allowed to use that dice in my
Oh,
game.
fine. Then I'll re-roll it because that was a 4 anyway.
I can hear you roll that die. You can't sneak
Well,
it by
this was
me.
a nat 20 plus 4.
Fine. And Relic, what did you roll?
6.
Doing great. Let me reorganize this.
Brandle, what was yours? 16?
16.
Sean, what did you do today? I made a bookshelf eat all of my players.
Nice.
I can try to.
Okay, so Quinten, you're first. But all you hear is somebody doing violence to a bookshelf.
Library of Violence.
Next up,
Can I kind of rush forward with my 30 feet?
you
see what I
can,
see?
but I want to be really clear here that like there's nothing that really indicates to you that there is a reason to rush forward.
I see. I don't think I'll run then. I'll just like kind of quicken my step to be like, uh-oh.
Okay, so I think you'll probably make it. What I'll say is you'll make it to the doorway and see this bookshelf trying to eat Druzh. And do you want to do anything from the doorway?
I would say based on what you described, he wasn't like running in the distance. I don't think he would have gotten there in enough time to do anything.
Got it. Okay. Next up is the bookshelf that is trying to eat Druzh.
Cool.
I don't want to use these dice today. I've been using them a lot. I want to use
Where's your rainbow dice?
this one. I'm going to use my
those are sharp.
barbarian dice.
Those are sharp edge.
They're they're very pretty and metal. So Druzh, does a 16 hit?
It does.
You are going to take. Oh Lord. 11 piercing damage plus 3 acid damage.
Exciting.
And
Mm-hmm.
you are now grappled. You have
Okay.
disadvantage on
Grappled.
escapes. Oh no, I broke it. Hang on, I broke my notebook and it makes me very unhappy. 1 second. I just gotta fix it really quickly. Okay. Malevolently it hugs Druzh for 11 damage plus. How many acid did I say? 3 or 4?
3.
3 acid damage. Okay, next up is Brandle's turn. Brandle, you walked in the door and there was a bookshelf gnawing on your friend Druzh. What you doing?
Yeah. I'm just gonna shout, angry bookshelf! And I'm gonna throw an Eldritch Blast at it. I will not. I assume the door is open, so I just shoot through the door.
You
I'm
sure
not sure
can.
how much of the door is left.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a door anymore.
Okay, then I'll just shoot.
All right, roll to do the thing.
Oh, that's 14 plus 7, so
That hits.
a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Ow.
Roll me some damage, my friend.
And that is a 10.
Nice. Okay, give me 1 second to do math, which I don't like doing. I'm doing it for you all. All right. Anything else you got up your sleeve?
Well, I have 2 beams of Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
the
give me-
second one
yeah.
is an 11.
Okay.
I don't know if that hits.
Oh, to 11 to hit?
11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, I thought so. Then I'll clear the door just if someone wants to go. I don't want to be in the way of someone running into the room because I'm not going into the room.
Now, are you? So you're gonna stay outside of the room and like get to the side of the doorway?
Like SWAT team.
Yeah, sort of. I'm not. Yeah.
Just so somebody
just-
can get past you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be blocking the doorway.
But you want to be able to like see what's happening.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good. Next up is Relic. Relic, I believe you are still on the other side of the pit. You hear Druzh smashing things. You hear Brandle yell "angry bookshelf," and you see him through the doorway fire off some shots. What you doing?
Eh, seems like they got it under control then.
Nice.
And I turn around and leave. No, I'm not going to do that. I reckon. Well, actually, that does make me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Was
was
there a
gonna say,
reason-
like, I believed
Wait.
you.
Was there a reason why we didn't just leave through the front door?
The
That's a good question.
the party, like the Druzh and Quintens of the world, feel like the island is a threat and it must be neutralized, I believe, is what I was picking up. Whereas you protested this entire endeavor, pretty much the entire length of the island.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that sounds like me.
Yeah, and now Marthalla's gone.
And now Marthalla's gone, and, oof. No, well, look. I can't abandon me pirate mate Brandle at this juncture. So I reckon I'll stay the course for the time being, and we'll just see what happens. So I'll take my little run and go and jump across it. The pit
Mm-hmm.
thingy.
You do that.
Now I only have 25 feet of movement. Can I get to the door?
I think you can get to the first door, but not through the second one. So you're kind of hanging out with Quinten.
I am not.
Well, I made it to the second door because I could see Druzh.
So you're looking at Quentin's butt.
I will turn around and end my turn.
Okay, next up is Druzh.
So,
you're-
funny story.
Yeah?
I would like to rage.
Really? This is completely
Yeah.
shocking to me, and I would never have been able to predict this, and also that sounds good.
Great.
Is that a bonus action for you?
It is.
Okay.
Luce, I have abandoned your really cool chart because it doesn't fit
Go
into the
for
current
it.
page I use.
Yeah, I don't care.
But your chart is really cool.
That's fine. I've thought of new ideas.
Cool. So as he does, he'll kind of stomp the ground that the angry bookshelf is trying to hold him in, and from 15 feet in every direction, just the rock and stone will start pulling up into spikes, and everything in 15 feet of him is difficult terrain for things that aren't allied with him.
Cool.
And now he's going to attempt to recklessly murder this angry bookshelf.
Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. And? Do that. Yes.
First one is a 15 plus a lot, 7.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Roll me some damage.
Cool.
See, if we had made cookies, now would be a good time for cookies.
That is 13 points of slashing damage, and as he does, the new tattoo will also start to light up with that shade of green, and he will invoke the Blood Fury tattoo.
Heck. I don't know what that means.
It means it takes another 3 points of necrotic damage that Druzh then heals.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's very cool.
Did spend that 250 for nothing.
Right?
And then he's going to do it again.
Sure, that sounds right.
It's a 25 to hit.
I mean, yes, that hits.
That's a terrible roll. That's 9 more points of slashing damage and 6 more points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so you decimate this bookshelf.
Boy.
Are you done with your turn?
Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay.
Because yeah, he's not even going to try and break out of the grapple. He's just going to wail on the thing that's grabbing him.
Oh, you're not grappled anymore. You just sort of.
It's just gone.
Have you ever like seen somebody like there's a very fragile looking bookshelf and they just sort of like slam their hands down the middle and it just like collapses?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I envision happening here.
Cool.
Now, the bookshelf immediately to the left of the door tries to hit Quinten in the face. Oh, no. Okay.
What?
I dented my vault with my very heavy Bard and Barbarian die.
Oh, no.
Bard and Barbarian accepts no fault in this.
Yeah, sorry. My Bard...
Liable for any...
Yes, my Bard and
damage or
Barbarian
harm.
die is gorgeous and I love it and it's still okay. Vaults are meant to take harm. That's what they're doing. They're there to
get character
protect
for the
the other
stories.
dice. Yes.
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit Quinten?
Blah, blah, water.
Yes.
Okay.
Quinten.
I was looking to see if I had shield or anything I could deflect it, because that's my exact armor class.
Well, do you?
You're gonna take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You know, I realized I did something wrong. Druzh, you weren't technically grappled earlier. My apologies. I don't think that changed anything.
Nope, super doesn't.
Cool.
Because he didn't try and move anywhere. It's just wail on the thing.
Druzh, what was your question about Quinten?
How close is he?
Quinten is about... I really think this room is like 10 by 10.
Mm-hmm.
So he's about 10 feet away from you because you're all the way on the other side of the room. Quinten, you are grappled.
Oh, good.
Cool. Druzh would use his reaction to use a sentinel attack, but he's not going to.
Quinten's in a timeout.
I'm writing it down. Druzh does
Hey, I can't
not
jump into a pit if I'm grappled by a bookshelf.
use Sentinel. That's not true.
Brand new sentence.
That's not true. I can make that happen. And then the bookshelf to the right of Quinten throws itself at Druzh.
Okay.
I think if anyone picked up my notebooks and tried to read them, they'd be very confused because I do things like smek smek. And I'm like, what is that? Does a...
Don't answer. Go ahead and say, but don't answer.
I feel a cutting words coming on.
What? Does an 8
Uh,
hit?
An 8 does not.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's gonna like...
I know what that is, yeah.
I think it's gonna like trip over the rocks and things and then like recover. And you've never seen a bookshelf like make the same sort of like I meant to do that, you know, reaction that like a human tripping would make, but that's exactly what the bookshelf does. It almost like brushes itself off like ahem, and like we'll try this again in a minute.
Would these shelves be like right at home in Pee-wee's Playhouse next to like Cherry?
I've never seen that show.
Oh, okay.
We are back up to the top of the round with Quinten.
Cool. So I'm currently grappled.
Yes, you are malevolently hugged, and your dog is probably going nuts.
Yeah. Does this one look like it's in better state than the first one that Drew just kind of like sneezed on and it fell over?
Much better state.
Great. That's good.
The 2 bookshelves that are still standing look like very, very sturdy bookshelves.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, actually, now that I think about it, that bookshelf that was attacking me would have had advantage. I don't know if you want to re-roll it now, but...
Oh, the one that just went? Yeah.
You did a million damage to it. So
No, the one...
No.
The second one that attacked me would have had
Bookshelf
advantage on
number 3.
attacking me.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, but nothing changes. Sorry, carry on.
This die has failed me. I need to retrieve another. It's very important. Mostly I just wanted to open up another bag. Look at my cute little Tea and Tails bag. It's so cute. It's got a different room map on it. And inside are all the dice.
Excellent.
I think Oh wait, I took damage after then. 7. Okay.
I will use a soot sprite dice.
I think Quentin's going to kind of like wiggle uncomfortably and try and attack it and have his dog attack it as well. So that'd be 2 rapiers and a dog bite.
I believe you're disadvantaged if you're grappled.
Oh, am I?
could
Sorry,
be-
I missed
Hang on,
that.
I'm
What are we
wrong.
trying to do?
Quinten is grappled and he wants to hit it. No, you said they could hit
No.
it.
Yeah, you can hit it. You're thinking restrained.
I am.
Grapple just means
You
you
know,
can't move.
I mix those up all the time. I think I read them
Hmm.
wrong somewhere once.
I
And now
think
they're stuck in
everybody
my
does,
head. I'm
yeah.
really sorry. Okay,
Yep.
hit away, my friend.
Okay. So the first attack is a number plus a number. It is a 12 plus 7.
That hits. Roll me
Okay.
some damage.
Okay. This is not a rogue. I can't.
You're using a rapier, right?
Yeah. So it's a 1d8 plus 6. So that's 8.
Mm-hmm. 8 damage.
Second attack is 4 plus 7. That's 11. So that misses, unless that's a different AC than the
No,
last
it does
guy.
miss. Yeah.
Okay. And then Marrow is going to go and like start biting it, like, you know, the piece of the wood that kind of like sticks out at the bottom that's usually like routed. It's like the bumper at the bottom.
Sure.
Does it have one of those?
Sure.
So it's like it's got those little feet. He's gonna go basically bite the bookshelf's ankles.
Perfect.
Yeah. That is a 13 plus
We met
bunch.
a puppy that we're
6.
gonna dog sit soon, and it absolutely ran around the room trying to bite the back ankles of my oldest dog, and my oldest dog kept looking at me like, really? What was the roll on that? Sorry.
19 total.
That'll hit.
And so that's a 2d6 plus 1 to 3. So I need d6s. That's a 3, and a 3, and a 3. So he attacked for 19 and did 19 damage. Or sorry,
Wait, what?
attacked for 19 and did 9 damage.
I mean, I know I'm not good at math, but that's just not right.
Yeah.
That's just
I
not
switched them up.
right. Somebody buy me a really cute calculator that I can just put on my desk. And people are going to be like, are you an accountant? And I'm going to be like, no. No one wants that. Okay. Next up is Brandle. Right next to you, Quinten is standing in the doorway, being malevolently hugged by a bookshelf.
That doesn't sound nice.
I mean, it's not great. I don't think
Yeah.
he's enjoying it. He did stabby stab it. Stabby step. Step. Stib it.
Well, I don't want to hit anyone, so let's go for a good old blast.
Eldritch blast away.
That's,
Turquoise, right? Is the color of your Eldritch blast?
that
Like sea
Yellow
foam.
foam.
Sea green.
Yeah.
foam. Sea foam
9
green.
to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. Well,
What about the other one?
second would be. Okay, that's better. 15
That'll hit.
to hit. Okay,
Roll me some damage for that one.
that is 8 damage.
8 damage. Anything else you wanna do?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right, Relic. It
mean-
is. Well, no, sorry,
Yeah.
Brandle. Were you gonna do
No,
something
no,
else?
yeah, no, I mean, I got nothing.
All right, Brandle. What are you doing? No, Relic. Sorry. Just ask Brandle every time. Relic, what are we up to? You are standing at the first doorway, and very clearly, like maybe 5 feet from you, Quinten is being malevolently hugged by a bookshelf.
Well, he's going to yawn like that and stretch big and walk over to the door and look in. And there are 2 bookshelves still standing, correct?
It's a little difficult for you to see past the what's happening in
Good
the
lighting.
doorway. I'll let you roll an investigation check without using an action if you want to like really see if you can see further into the room. If you'd like,
Yes.
go for that.
That is a 16.
Okay, I do think you can see Druzh struggling with something else, and I think you're smart enough to, assume it's maybe another bookshelf, because that's clearly what's attacking Quinten. And, like, you can put 2 and 2 together. Like, seconds earlier, Brandle yelled angry bookshelf, so, like, the pieces are falling into place here.
Everything's going together.
All according to my plan. Yeah, so, oh, looks like you got your hands full there, Quinten. And I am going to... Ooh, man, Yeah, I'll risk it. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the bookshelf attacking Druzh.
Got it. And why is that you'll risk it?
'Cause they have to take... Let me see. Or... They have to be able to hear me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
They can hear but not understand.
Yeah. They don't need to be able to share language, but they do need to be able to hear you. Yeah.
Do mimics hear?
Yeah.
Sounds like a deep philosophy book.
Bookshelf, can you hear me?
No. No. No.
Can bookshelves?
Yeah, I think they can.
Mimics hear?
Because some of them can talk.
All right, then.
Apparently.
Yeah, dozy old mimic bookshelf. You got nothing to do but attack poor travelers. Why don't you just go hold a book or something? Carry on, Quinten.
He just kind of like struggling and just nods like, yeah, I deserve this.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, here we go.
DC 16.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Man, when did that jump
This
up?
die has betrayed me.
Level 5.
You go-
Proficiency bonus bump.
You go
Good
think
times.
about what you've done, and when you feel better, let me know.
Your dice jail's behind you.
I have decided that dice jails are inappropriate. And
Are punitive and not corrective?
Yes, and what one must do with die that have betrayed you is love them and give them a little bit of time to rest.
Are you going to dice rehabilitation facilities?
That's what these comfy bags are for.
It's a different school of thought.
I failed miserably, if I didn't make that
okay.
clear. Failed miserably.
Oh, bollocks. I rolled 2 1s, so... This is the first time I've rolled my 2d4s. But I rolled a 1 on both of them, so 2 damage.
This is...
But that bookshelf is appropriately mocked.
It does also have disadvantage on the next thing it does, so
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
dope.
Look at you.
That's why Vicious
thought-
Mockery is good.
Read
It's
all
not here
way
for the
to end.
damage.
Yeah, it's more about the disadvantage, yeah. Okay, is that all you'll be doing today? Oh, good lord. I have got to remember this angle is broken. I should put a brace on it just so I can remember it's broken.
That's the purpose of the brace.
Yeah,
No. I'm also going to give Druzh Bardic Inspiration. Hey, mate, finish off that bookshelf and maybe we'll have a cup of tea.
Drew's trumpets in your direction. You can interpret it as being positive.
And
If
I will.
you feel like it.
Positive trumpets.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break while
Mhm.
your DM finds a brace. So I need 5 minutes. Stream, does anybody else need 10? Or are we good with 5?
5
is fine.
should be okay.
5 works for me.
Stream, we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Starting now. Hi,
Books and butts.
stream. Oh, is my web caption broken? No, okay. Hi, stream. I put a brace on my ankle and we can continue. Okay, so,
Cool.
next up is Druzh. Druzh, there's a bookshelf malevolently hugging you. What are we doing?
Funnily enough, I'm going to hit it a lot.
Yeah?
Recklessly, you could even say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right.
That first one is a lot. 26 to hit.
Heck yes.
Cool. 14 more points of damage, slashing adjacent.
Heck yeah. Oh no, that was this one. Okay. Okay, it's still standing.
Great. I'll do it again.
Do it again. Roll a hit.
23 to hit.
That hits. Roll me some damage.
That is another 11 points of damage.
Got it. You doing that bloodborne thing still?
Not yet. We're holding off on that for the time being, but we are going to hit it again.
All right.
Just full on wailing on it, seeing red just cutting through, whipping the glaive around, hitting it with the other side. It's probably not pretty.
Yeah, you're taking chunks off. You can hear small whining noises.
Oh, both of those are terrible. How big is that bardic inspiration die? Is that a D6 or a D8?
It is
it's
a D8.
D8, yeah.
Beautiful.
Big
Fantastic. Does an 18 hit?
Sure does. Roll me some damage.
That bardic inspiration is fucking great. We'll use this one instead. That is another math.
It's
9 points of damage.
Ooh, just enough. So you have collapsed another bookshelf. Well done.
Great. Druzh will charge off in the direction of the last one. That is presumably malevolently hugging Quinten. He can do nothing about it right now, but he will look at it angrily.
That intimidates the crap out of it. I want to imagine that this bookshelf... Luth, can you put your camera back up? Actually, that kind of bothers me, that angle. That's okay. It's my brain is being weird. Which, of course, stream can't see, so my apologies in Discord. I can see my husband's camera, and he had it pointed at a cat instead of his face, and it was making my brain hurt. So, welcome to an autistic stream. Woo! All right. Quinten, I want you to imagine that two of the shelves of the bookshelf have like nommed onto your shoulder and are like ow, 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 onto
Like-
your shoulder.
Tongues with teeth.
No, like just the two boards from a shelf being like nom 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 nom. And I have to roll to do things. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Really?
Yeah, my armor class is 17.
Dang.
All right, you just got your fancy shield from your GF.
Yeah,
Then-
whatever.
Then I really want it to look like the bookshelf is just sort of like nomming on you, like just like toothless gumming
Like
at you with its
gumming, yeah.
shelves. Yeah, that's what I want you to imagine. Okay. We are back up to the top of the round with Quinten. What are you doing?
Okay. I think at this point he just got the rapier turned around, like
Hang on.
pommel.
I forgot to roll with disadvantage, so I just want to roll again to see if I roll a 1. I do not continue.
Or 7.
Or a 7.
So he's got the rapier turned around, like pommel up, point down, just like he did on the teddy bear, like trying to make a pincushion out of it.
This is not how you're supposed to use a rapier.
Well, I mean, it is on this island apparently.
Now, the noises you're going to hear from this bookshelf when you are stabbing it, as it's like nomming on your, like num 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 on your shoulder, is probably going to be more like, hey, kind of noises.
Does it sound like it just wants to be friends, or is it clearly trying to eat me?
A little bit of both. Why can't it be both?
Okay. Well, this isn't Idris, so he's gonna just stab it.
Clear distinction between the two characters.
Yeah. You know what? Get the fuck off.
What are we rolling here?
This is hard to tell.
He's another character that would, at this point, try and, like, adopt it.
Because
Or at
that's
least
the 9.
understand it.
Yeah, at least understanding. 9 plus 7, so 16.
That hits. Roll me some damage. What is going on? Stop catching with me. I need wireless headphones.
Okay.
Ah!
D8 plus 6. So that's 7 plus 6, that's 13.
13 damage. Let me do some math here. Now, it doesn't take more damage because it had disadvantage, right? And how long does that disadvantage last?
It doesn't take any more damage, and it is for the next turn, I believe. Or it's the next attack roll it makes. It's either next turn or next attack roll. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's done now.
Okay.
And
well,
you said
until I get another shot.
yes, until you get another shot. Yes. But as of right this second, it doesn't have disadvantage. Okay. And did you want to do anything else by chance?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit it again, and then Marrow's gonna bite its ankles.
Sure. Give me the roll for the stab.
That's a 23.
The stab part of the stab.
Oh no, that was 13 damage on the first attack.
No, I'm sorry.
Second attack is 23 to
No,
hit.
I was trying to be funny. You hit.
Oh.
What's your damage?
Oh. Okay.
Roll your damage. Clearly not funny.
Well, that is an 8 damage.
Nothing to sneeze at there.
And then Marrow's gonna go, ah.
Ah. And what does Mr. Marrow do?
He rolls a... Ooh, well, we'll find out if its armor class is higher. That's a 12.
Okay, I forget. If you match the armor, you hit, right?
Beat it.
Yeah, then you hit.
Okay. My brain said if you hit it, crit it, and I was like, that's not right.
That's not right.
Nope.
Not in this particular instance, no.
Unless they are paralyzed or incapacitated.
Right. There
So
are
that
circumstances
is-
where that is true, but it's not right now.
Yeah. That is 6 damage.
Have you ever seen a table that has been chewed on by a dog for like several years? That's what this like leg looks like on this bookshelf. All right. After Quinten, we've got Brandle. I've been forgetting to do on deck. I apologize. It really super doesn't matter at this point. But Brandle, you're up, and Relic, you're on deck. Brandle, what are we doing? There's currently just a bookshelf trying to nom on Quinten. Druzh has destroyed his too, with a little bit of help from his friends.
With a little help from. Yeah.
So it's just one bookshelf?
Just one bookshelf left.
Wait, was Druzh still next to the one that was nomming on Quinten?
Oh yeah, you're definitely within range to do the thing that you didn't do earlier because you're mad at Quinten.
Druzh is also going to continue not to do the thing. It's fine.
Just wanted to make sure. It was
I'm writing
clear.
that down.
Oh boy, alright. Yeah.
You want to make sure you're not doing it by choice.
Oh yeah, no. We want to know this is very intentional.
Very intentional not doing this. Got it. So, Brandle, want to risk those dice?
Yes, I will shoot at it.
Do it.
16 plus 7, or yes, plus 7.
That hits. Eldritch Blast, I assume?
Yes. That's 11 damage.
Why are you giggling?
The funniest part about that was you paused to do
I
math.
had to take a second because I was counting with my fingers.
No, that's a.
That is completely fine.
That's okay.
I am
No.
100% doing this on my calculator because I give no fucks and I am super tired. My brain hurts, so I'm using a calculator.
The reason I was laughing was you paused, and right as you did, I could hear you getting a text message over your microphone. So you paused to do math, and we heard beep 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 beep.
That's good. Okay. You gonna do another
and
one?
The second one is a natural one.
Natural one.
How
shooting at the
Do you
the
The one
manage
that's holding me.
to
God damn
shoot
it.
Yes.
things
Yes.
entwined with your party members when you roll nat ones? How are you doing this?
Excellent. I'm so happy.
Let's be clear. Not when they're holding party members. When
Now.
they're holding Quinten.
Now, I have a deck of blunders, which is intended to be used when one rolls a 1 to give a critical failure. Would we like to use this, or do you just want to hit Quinten to the back of the head?
I mean, we can roll the card.
All right.
Pull the card.
We're going to pull out the deck of blunders, another Jim Hammer and Sons nonsense. Nope, you're not doing that.
They tweeted something the other day that looked like a preview for new booth like signs and stuff. It looked pretty legit.
Okay. Your Eldritch Blast pings around the room, but in like a weird, like it goes more green than seafoam green. Like it's like a more verdant green, and it pings off of 4 other bookshelves that start to animate.
Oh gosh.
God.
Alrighty, let's go.
Hang on, let me.
Druzh has some feelings to get out, so this is fantastic.
It's like one of those rooms in Tokyo you can rent that are like pre-filled with pottery, and they give you a baseball bat and close the door.
Wait, that.
Does it ricochet and still hit Quinten?
You know what? It does
Damn it.
for
Should I
1
roll?
damage.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Thank God. I figured if I was gonna make that call, then it would be my damage, so he wasn't like, wait.
I'm down for whatever.
I'm not
I
gonna
jumped into a bottomless pit. Like, I'm not gonna be mad if I go down in a fight.
I'm not gonna roll initiative for these because they just woke up, so they're just gonna go now, I think. But I'm gonna do this. Would you like to do anything else?
No.
You're not gonna turn
You're
invisible?
not gonna turn invisible?
I think I'm okay for now.
Wow.
He did come back with a backbone.
Oh my lord, what's happening right now? Character growth. We are witnessing. Okay.
Druzh isn't using reactions. Brandle isn't turning invisible. It's all topsy-turvy in here.
All right, so the third bookshelf, which is malevolently hugging Quinten, is going to try to bite him again.
Wait, did we miss Relic and Druzh?
I think the new ones that just woke up.
Oh.
No. You're totally
it's that
right.
one?
Yep, sorry. The B, R, and D are all next to each other, and when my text is too small, it's
got
difficult
it.
for me to read, so I'm so sorry. Relic, you are up next, and Druzh is on deck. I really appreciate you as players calling me out on that. I know that there are some tables where you might not feel comfortable doing that. I love that we have a table where you can be like, wait, because I want to run this right, you know?
Well, and I try to ask in a clarifying way that's not like, you did it wrong. It's more like, is this something that's different?
Yeah.
Or...
And I also appreciate that. Like, it's not accusatory. It's like we're all friends. Okay, so what is Relic doing?
Feelings.
So there are now 3 additional bookshelves.
Yep, there are 4
Or-
bookshelves up. There's one gnawing on Quinten, and doesn't look good. And the 4 that I've animated seems to have to like wrench their way away from the wall.
So 5 total.
4 total, 3 just came off the wall, 1 is on
Got
top
it.
of you.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. There are 5 total.
Oh,
Because
there are 5 total.
4
Okay.
4 new ones animated. I had to roll a d6. I didn't roll great. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Cool.
It said 1d6 of the known enemies like randomly appear. And I was like, all right then.
Um,
Good thing I filled
you
this
tell
room
me-
full of bookshelves.
just a little bit about the construction of these bookshelves.
Yes. So I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but what I find really interesting, I saw this in like an old house once where every other bookshelf was built into the wall, and then in between them, other like bookshelves were sort of like snugged, right? So every other bookshelf was like built like, I just said into the wall, but that's what I mean, you know. So like it's like part of the wall. Now the bookshelves that have struck thus far, the 3 original bookshelves appeared to be bookshelves that were the in-betweens, not the ones
Like
that wrenched
freestanding?
freestanding, that were like snugged in between. And the 4 bookshelves so the one that is nomming on Quinten was a freestanding bookshelf, whereas the ones that are now attacking appear to have wrenched themselves away from the walls, so like they don't have backs. They just have like the sides and some of the shelves.
And what is holding them together? Like wood joining,
Excellent.
screws, nails.
Given that you are in a workshop of somebody that appears to be building toys for children, you're not finding what you're finding in here are wood joins, which are traditionally how children's toys are made, so that kids can't tear them apart and then have nails on the end.
Okay.
And bookshelves
Or
can be
practice
made
my
the same
first
way.
heat metal.
Yeah, that would be a terrible
Big
way.
metal would be great. Shatter would do terrible things.
I mean, there's a couple of things that would be terrible here, but yeah,
So they
What
don't
you
have
got?
any nails or screws in them.
they do not. No.
Well, that's all right.
No,
I
you
got
know
a
what?
handful of them.
Hang on. Actually, I do think they probably would have been secured to the wall with something like with something like nails. So they've probably got nails poking out of the back of them because they've wrenched themselves away from the walls. That's a good question. Thank you.
Well, in that case, I will sneak a little peek past this one that Quentin's just sitting here tickling right in the doorway.
It's petting it.
I will target one of those there bracket nail things on the back of one of the things and cast heat metal.
Yeah.
Now
One of
remind
my
me
favorite spells in the game. I love that spell.
what this is gonna do.
The object in question is going to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with it takes 2d8 damage, fire damage, when you cast the spell. And then until this spell ends, it's a concentration for 1 minute. I can use the bonus action on each turn to cause this damage again. If a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed in a Constitution saving throw or drop the object, if it can. If it doesn't, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
No, I'm glad you pointed that out, right? Like, because these guys aren't gonna be able to do that. It's like how they were kind of built. So yeah, that makes sense. I like it. Roll me some damage.
Yeah. 2d8. Let's just see here. I think this is the first time I've gotten to cast this thing.
You've thought about it though a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're able to
7
whip it out.
damage.
7. And can I assume that you are going to keep this concentration going?
Unless it is interrupted by something.
Yeah, so if I throw a rock at your head. Got it.
Maybe.
Maybe. You never know.
I'm still out in the hallway.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
And it is fire damage, if that matters.
It does. I did take note of that. Because I was like, burning metal and wood. Yay.
You know what? No, I'm going to hold on to my reaction, and that will be it.
Actually, now I'm second guessing myself. If it is, oh no, never mind. I'm good. I just looked up that rule. We're good. Sorry. You're good. Brain stopped working. Brain, what am I doing? Druzh, it's your turn, and the bookshelves are on deck. Just kind of boring. Sorry about that. What's Druzh up to?
Continuing to disassemble furniture.
You going after the one that's...
IKEA's worst nightmare.
Oh my god, I just had this vision of Druzh in an IKEA raging.
I can't find the exit!
Where the fuck are the doors? I hate Broomthog! Okay.
Yeah, elephant in the china shop. It's great.
Are you gonna go after the one that's malevolently
shop.
hugging Quinten specifically?
Nope. Turning around and dealing with the other 3.
4.
4. Is there one that is closer than the rest? How far away are they from A, Druzh, and B, the rest of the party?
They're about 5 feet away from you on all sides because there's 4 of them. They're just sort of like converging on you. Which means they're about 5 feet away from Druzh too, or Quinten too. But they're mostly focused on you at this point.
Great. Druzh would like to occupy the space between all 4 of them, if that's possible.
Okay.
And just start wailing on the nearest one, starting from the left, and we'll go counterclockwise. Actually, no, we'll go clockwise. We'll just go clockwise across.
All right. So you're going to start with what I'm going to call bookshelf 4.
Cool.
Roll to hit.
Continuing to do so recklessly.
Realize you have 7 bookshelves in this room, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
Is a 18 to hit.
Sorry. Yes, that hits. I'm drinking sun
Cool.
tea. It's delicious.
It's another 15 points of damage.
All right. Hang on. Let me do math.
So currently, Druzh's turn goes sharp, bonk, right?
Currently, unless he decides to do something else, which he can.
How many damage did you say that was? 15?
I did.
15.
Okay. And then you're going to hit the next one?
No, we'll just hit that one again until that one's disassembled, and then we'll work our way around.
Got it. So roll to hit the bookshelf 4. Really creative names I've given to these bookshelves.
Yeah. That's natural 17 plus numbers.
Sure,
so
that hits.
That's gonna
Roll me some damage.
Ooh. That is 16 points of damage.
Goodness. Yeah. So you've shattered that one into a billion pieces.
Great. On to the next one with the blunt end of the glaive.
Okay, so this is the one I'm going to call bookshelf 5.
Cool.
Roll to hit that one.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Well, tell me how you disassemble this bookshelf.
This one's only a D4 actually, so it's not as much damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not a full D10, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
It's still 13 points of damage off of a D4. So I'll take it.
Do you mind if I story that you just destroy this one? Because there's more than I expected. This fight's going a little longer than I want. And I really love the idea of you being like, I killed you! I'm coming after you! And just like...
Yeah, no, that's...
So I'll just write murder next to bookshelf 5.
Cool.
Alright, so we've got 3 bookshelves standing, and the one hugging Quinten does not look good. Alright.
Is the one that I was burning, is that one that died or no?
That one died, yep.
Whoops. Sorry.
Nope.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, that's gonna have to be the one that died.
That's fine.
To be fair, I don't know that Druzh would have noticed that anyway.
Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so, you're done. Okay, so it is bookshelf 3's turn. And it is malevolently hugging Quinten. Does a 18 hit? Yeah, that hits.
Yes.
You're gonna take 6 points of piercing damage and 3 points of acid damage.
Ow. You said, or sorry, 6 and what?
6 and 3.
3. Okay.
All right. Next up, it is bookshelf 6's turn, and it's gonna try and whap Druzh.
At advantage.
At advantage. Does a dirty 20 hit?
It does.
You're gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled.
3. Cool.
Wait, that's right. So 3 grappled. Next up is gonna be bookshelf 7. It is also gonna try and whap Druzh. Also at advantage.
Yep.
Does yeah, that's a 19, so 20 something.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna take 5 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled twice.
Okay.
Double grapple.
So the 5 reduces to 2, or do we round
It
up?
does. It rounds down.
Round down.
So
Okay.
2.
I would like to inform the internet that I wrote the first grappled with 2 B's instead of 2 P's because I am a smart cookie.
Grapple.
I mean, if
Grapple,
you
grapple,
rotate.
grapple.
I am so tired.
Or if you're the Hamburglar.
Grapple, grapple, grapple.
So Quinten, we are back up to you. There's still a bookshelf.
Question.
Oh yes.
Was there acid damage on top of that, or was it just?
No, I was using a different one.
Okay, cool. Just wondering.
So there's one that does hit and then grapple.
Oh,
And
yeah,
there's one that does hit and then acid, and I was doing the grapple one.
Yep.
I accidentally combined them way early, and that's where
Got
I
it.
apologized.
Cool. Got it. Carry on. You're just welcome to do more damage if you see fit.
Fair enough. But I don't want to. So Brandle, you're on deck, but Quinten, you're up, and there is a bookshelf nomming on you.
I think at this point, like, he's had a day. He's been on edge already. He's slightly panicking and making poor decisions. So he's just going to stick with what's been working and stab, stab, bite.
Is he like clenching his eyes closed while he does this? Just like,
No, but he's like, he's got this attitude of like, can this day just please be over?
Only Drew should ever had a day like that. Every time we go into a dungeon crawl, someone has the worst day.
Yep.
You honestly do this to yourselves. I just build pretty dungeons. You guys make it. Yeah, okay. What's the first stab?
I'm not disagree. It just happens.
Good
The first one's a
storytelling.
25.
That hits. Roll me damage.
And that is 7 damage.
Love it. What's your second stabs?
That is 22.
That hits. Roll me some damage.
Pencil just died. And that's 8 damage.
And then roll me to bite.
And bite is... That's a 17.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
8 plus 3, 11 damage.
Okay. What I would love to have happen here. Wait, I lost where I was writing stuff. Here it is. What I would love to have happen is like you stab it a couple of times, and then Mara actually gets such a good grip on its bottom and just like and rips off one whole side of it, and it just collapses.
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Are all of these bookshelves bleeding?
Yes.
Oh god.
So it's just
Nice.
Drew's just full Tarantino now.
Oh
Got
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. It's super gross. I'm not describing it because I don't want to.
I more imagine Druzh along the lines of Brock Sampson, just heaving and covered in blood.
Yeah, no, that is it.
So Brandle, the of the 4 bookshelves you inadvertently called into being with your misfired Eldritch Blast, 2 of them are down. There's only 2 bookshelves of the 7 still standing, and your friend Quinten has been released from a bookshelf, but your friend Druzh is grappled by 2 of them. What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna do like finger guns and shoot 2 others blasts.
Excellent.
I was expecting you to cover your eyes and then shoot.
Roll to hit.
Okay. So the first one is oh good. 17.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
That is 8 damage.
Okay. Roll to hit with your second one, and tell me if you are going to aim at the same bookshelf or not.
Hit the same one, yeah.
Okay.
That's dirty 20
That'll hit.
to hit. And the damage,
Mm-hmm.
14
14.
damage.
Ooh, that's good.
Jeez.
Okay. That one is looking pretty shaky.
Nice.
Like
No.
shaker made?
Yes.
No. Okay. Next up is Relic with Druzh on deck. Relic, what are we doing? There's 2 bookshelves still standing. They're both hugging Druzh malevolently. One of
And
them looks
how-
kind of shaky.
How? Okay. Only one of them. The other one looks pretty not shaky.
The other one does not look as sturdy as the original bookshelves. Like, they're all pretty rocky, but of the 2, there's one that looks like it is just super close to just giving up, just being like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore.
Mhm.
Well, then.
I really like
Um,
your Brandles. Thank you.
You know what? I'm getting a mite tired of these here bookshelves just walking around hugging folks that don't want to be hugged. And so I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers
Ooh.
on the one that looks better.
Okay. That's going to be
Good.
bookshelf 7.
Yeah, I'm going to cast it at the 2nd level. So
Oof.
first you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisp is my shorthand for that. You said a wisdom?
That's correct at DC 16.
I have failed.
Wonderful. So first and foremost, he takes 3d6 damage,
Sure.
which is a total of 9. And then he must immediately, it must immediately use its reaction to move as far away from me as its speed would allow.
All right,
How
so
convenient.
it's
How
ba-
convenient.
it's basically going to throw itself at the back wall and like try to climb the wall, but the ceilings in here, like it's about as tall as the ceilings in here, so it's just going to push itself up against that back wall.
Does it get
Okay.
far enough away to provoke an attack of opportunity?
It's going to get, you're like right in the middle of the room, so it'll get about 5 feet away. So
I mean,
yes?
technically,
Yes?
yeah.
I'm saying
Great.
yes.
Great.
I
Cool.
say yes today.
And Reckless is still up, so that will be 22 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
It's another 15 points of damage.
Heck. Okay, that one just collapses.
I'm going to give Druzh an air high five as a bonus action.
I like it.
Drew this trunk periscopes towards you.
Okay, now, Druzh, you are... Wait, can you do opportunity attacks if you're grappled? No, restrained
Yeah,
again.
so you
Jesus.
just-
Okay, sorry. Druzh, it's your turn. You did a magnificent opportunity attack, and the thing that's hugging you just kind of feels like it's like, come on, man. This is my job.
Listen, you don't have to go home. You just can't stay here.
See, but he's like, he basically is like slap fighting you.
So I would like to is it facing me? Like, is it grappling like the front or the back?
Giggity.
I was imagining it grappling like your side, like your left side.
Great. Druzh would like to turn his head and gore it with a tusk.
All right.
Are your swords on?
They are. But that's what wants to happen anyway.
Mm-hmm. Roll to hit.
For a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll me some damage.
Will once again invoke the Blood Fairy tattoo. For... Oh, shit. That is 9 from the tusks and another 11 from the tattoo.
Good God.
So this bookshelf actually, you end up sucking all of the essence out of it, and it just like bursts into dust.
I think Druzh is still in the middle of a charging motion, so he just charges it, the dust and shards, into oblivion, and, probably gets even more covered in blood, so that's fine.
Actually, you're covered in blood, and then on top of the blood is now a fine coating of dust. It's
Good.
super gross.
So, if they had iron nails, is Druzh covered in iron dust and blood?
Oh, I see what's happening here,
Yes.
and I like it.
All right, you have officially murdered 7 bookshelves. So the like as you're standing there, breathing deeply, like the remaining like 2 or 3 bookshelves that were sort of like left in place just sort of topple over. And one of
Nope.
like, and 2 of them topple over like, I don't have the supports to stand up anymore, and one of them topples over like, oh no, I've died. What this reveals is what looks like an old-fashioned safe door, like big metal door with like what looks like the ship's, wheel turny thingy. Which it has just occurred to me that I don't know what the lock mechanism of that is. But anyway, pretend it's locked. It's locked. It's locked. You have to unlock it. It looks really hard. That's what I want to convey to you at this time of night after the day I've had. It's a locked door and it's difficult, Brandle. Do something.
I think after all that, yeah.
Yeah, you were out of initiative. How y'all feeling?
I mean, those are some bookshelves, man.
I think it's closer to like old school rage Druzh, where he kind of looks around and gets dangerously close to attacking someone before breathing a little bit. Especially Quinten, since he's right there. Like that almost happens, and there's a moment of eye contact.
Reaching for the drum.
There's a moment of eye contact
look
there.
at each other.
And then there's another, like, a huff through the trunk and another stomp, and, like, the crater from before gets a little bit deeper. And, shake it off and realize that he is, in fact, covered in blood now.
Yeah, is everything on the floor covered in blood?
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
Okay.
It is super gross.
I want to reach for a book and then see the blood and be like, okay.
No, there's no books. This room was empty. It was just empty bookshelves.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was empty bookshelf. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right, Relic, how you feeling?
Well, that was interesting. It might not have taken so long if Quinten hadn't decided to just goof around again, dancing with that door and whatnot.
Oh,
but
okay.
What's done is done. Let's take a look at this here safe.
Yeah. I'll go back to the safe, and I'll tap on the door. I mean, on the safe.
Druzh is already pulling out his portable ram.
Oh boy.
No.
But, just hold, but if you just knock down all kinds of things, but if you bend that, it might lock it permanently.
So while you're having this discussion, Brandle, go ahead and roll to unlock door. I forget what that is. You have tools and things, and unlock the door.
Thieves tools? I don't know how it works. What do we add?
I forget.
It's dex.
It's
dex, but
like
if you're
roll?
proficient,
Yeah.
you add.
I rolled a 10, so I don't know what I add proficiency and.
Let me see here. Let's look at your sheet. So you have.
I mean, I'm proficient with thieves tools.
Yeah, so it's dex
So
plus
I add
proficiency.
Yeah, so you had proficiency and your dex.
So 13 or 15?
What's my proficiency?
Your proficiency is 3.
3.
Oh, it's 3, so yeah, 15.
And what's your dex? +2? So
Plus
yeah.
2.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 10, plus 2 with your dex, plus 3 with the proficiency. We get 15.
Nice. Math.
Math! So it's rusty, and like you kind of have to like, instead of like finessing it, you have to kind of like slam your fist on it a couple of times. But you do manage to like pop it open, and there's that weird hissing noise, like there's air is getting in there for the first time, and that's where we're gonna leave it for the evening.
Oh no!
I just saw the big square that says proficiency +3 bonus on my character sheet.
So one of the things I like about D&D Beyond is you can, under additional skills, you can click on the manage, and you can actually you can type out like thieves tools and like put your bonus on it. You might need to remember to update it when you level up, but I did that on my rogue. It's much easier.
Additional skills. I see.
All right, so stream. What we're gonna do this evening?
Any tools, I put it down there.
Okay, are y'all okay with us ending for here
You're
this
muted.
evening?
Spoon.
Sorry. Well, stream could hear me. So is everybody all right with us ending here this evening?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stream, we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask the players what they learned this evening, so I can write that down. It's part of our ritual, blah blah blah. And then I'm gonna ask them for nominations for role playing moments. I do accept those from chat. So if there was a moment this evening where you're like, that was some good role playing, dump that into chat, and the players will vote on what their favorite role playing moment was. That person will get a role playing point that they will never use. Quinten. Okay. So what did y'all learn this evening?
Saving it for later.
Saving
Good.
it for possible dying.
Bookshelves bad.
Bookshelves bad. Got it. I'm going to make a list of all the things that y'all have just said thing bad and like post it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the lie?
Yeah.
I don't see one. So
Show me the lie.
what else did you learn this evening?
Quentin's a dumbass.
Okay.
Quinten is a dumbass. Got it.
Responding-
that.
I like-
Responding
It's true,
to
this is not new.
yeah, it's environmental stressors. Like he's having a hard time.
I like that you recovered the stone and then
Me too.
immediately didn't look at it, so you still don't know what it does.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
but-
To be
that.
fair, he was kind of getting thrown against a wall.
Yeah,
know.
and then there was a fight, and out of character, I had taken plenty of time. So
I mean,
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
okay. What else did you learn this evening?
Marthalla is gone again to the
Yeah.
mistress.
Maybe.
Hopefully, probably, ideally.
I
Not
don't.
sure.
Perhaps.
Brandle, in fact, is maintaining like improvement in spine having.
That is a weird. Okay, so Brandle
Yeah, it came out weird.
is maintaining, improving in spine having.
That's a sentence
Did
we're
I get
going
it?
with. Yeah.
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
keeping it.
that is. Those are
Because-
the words I said. You didn't have to write those words
That we're
down.
going
I
with.
do though, because that's what the learned is. Because it's so fun
yeah.
to start a session being like 3 bears or 2 more bears. What does that mean? And having somebody be like, I remember. It's fun, and it tends to like if I wrote down something else that nobody understood and I didn't understand, it would be terrible. But if I write it down in your language, it echoes memories in your brain. Science. Okay, what else did you learn this evening?
Oh, Druzh did. I don't know if we saw it. Did we see it? Druzh did the thing on the floor, right?
Yeah.
He had his
Yeah.
his
Different color runes, different effects. Drew's just magic shit now, you guys.
and his tattoos lit up for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Cool. That was cool. That was cool. Cool stuff. Cool stuff.
Drew's has some shit going on.
In more ways than one. What else did you learn this evening?
I mean, there was a secret safe, I guess. I don't know.
At least everybody watched you open it this time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can I add something we didn't learn?
Sure.
What the stone is?
Still don't know what the stone is. I'll find out next week, perhaps.
Have a whole slow motion falling sequence. Oh, Druzh, Spike, and Roper still back there. Pretty sure those are gone forever now. I don't think he's going back for those.
Are. I think yeah. Okay. You all ready for role-playing moments?
Yes.
See, I wanted the shorter glass because this glass is too tall and it blocks my screen and my life is hard and you should feel bad for me.
They're on boom arms. You can lift it.
No, because then the top is too tall. I don't want to talk about it. I
Okay,
have
that's
opinions.
fair.
Okay, good role-playing moments. I don't have any in chat so far, but chat, remember, you can nominate. What do you got for good role-playing moments this evening? It doesn't have to be funny. It can just be a really solid, like, that player stuck really true to their character.
All of Relic just laying into Quinten. That was appropriate, and then subsequently ignoring him for the duration of that fight.
Well, and a part of that being like, oh, there's shouting and fighting. They've got it under control. I'm gonna just gingerly take my time over this whole.
Do.
Yep.
Other good role-playing moments.
Druzh not doing the thing.
Yeah.
Not doing his normal reaction that
Not
probably could have
protecting.
ended the fight sooner.
Yeah.
Before I spawned a formula.
Yeah.
But we could have, but it was things that were happening to Quinten, and Quinten's in the bad books.
That's a perfect example of a role-playing moment, right? Like, you could have just, like, player could have been like, must end fight,
But max damage.
must max damage, but you actively chose, like, this is near Quinten, right? I'm not gonna do it. That's a wonderful moment, because that really helps tell the story. I like it. Okay, enough
You
lecturing.
made your shelf, now lie in it.
What else was good role-playing moments?
Brandle had a bunch of, like, good one-liners, like, angry bookshelf! Or, he also didn't turn invisible when he nat one.
Well, I was
Yeah.
outside the room, guys. If someone was gonna die,
It doesn't matter.
I wasn't in immediate danger.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
still,
Well, I always read it as he was turning invisible not to protect himself from danger, but out of embarrassment.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I mean,
you
well,
rolling
yeah,
at
the first time
one,
it was,
you mess
yeah.
it up, and you're like, whoop, and you turn invisible. Like, it's
Well,
not
we
even...
did that.
Because I'm not
Yeah.
here.
It's not even really a conscious action. It's just like, you cannot see
Where'd
me.
that
I
come
didn't
from?
do it. Like, who did that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where'd that come from?
What?
Where did that come from? Yeah. Okay. Other good role-playing moments.
I mean, Quinten actually jumping down the hole was cool, I guess, but still.
Well, it
To
was...
be clear, the player note was a really stupid idea, and I could have been pulling up a new character sheet this session or next session, but yeah, he's having a hard time and isn't quite thinking clearly. So
I
I thought about it all. I thought about it all.
Leading into that
and I
is
was like,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did math, decided to ignore some of it, and told the story we told. So just for the internet's record, I did do math. Because I was like, I'm going to figure out how this is going to work. And then I decided I didn't like it, and I ignored a lot of it. So,
Like terminal velocity.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
Yep.
Any other good role-playing moments? You ready to vote?
You got,
Vote? Vote, vote? Vote, vote, vote. Got 2 votes. Everybody use your pride emotes.
Oh, whoops.
Everybody,
You're right.
everybody. It is
Oh,
pride
I
month.
should do that. I voted for Brandle not turning invisible and used an EMF detector from
Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
So while they're voting, stream, it is Pride Month. Now in the past, that's been all rainbows and it's been lovely, but I wanted to point out that there's been some growth, a lot of growth in that community. There's a lot more different flags. None of us can remember all of them, but you can Google them. This is an LGBT, all of the letters friendly space. We want to be really inclusive and supportive. The Pride community actually overlaps with the autistic community quite a bit, turns out. And I'm actually doing some research on that because I'd like to do a talk on it soon. But just keep in mind, it is Pride Month. I want you to support the queer community all year round. But you know what? Now's a good time too. And if you're like, I don't know what I am. That's fine. If you're still figuring it out, that's good. You should figure it out. But take your time, because you be you, that kind of thing. But don't let anybody try and force you into a box. And these things can change over time as you learn more about yourself, and that's fine too. You don't have to lock yourself into a box your whole life. Okay, so I've got all my votes. I've got 4 votes. Love these pride votes. These are great. What is this one? SVA pride? What is that?
It's a servitor for Destiny.
Love it. That's great. Okay, so Druzh is going to take it for not doing Sentinel in range of Quinten because he was mad at Quinten, which I love. And also, the player for Brandle drew a really, really good picture of Druzh being angry.
Angry Druzh.
And it might be my favorite art of all time.
Like the first 2 minutes of the stream.
I love it. It's so good. All right, so that's going to be... What was that? Okay.
Nothing.
So that's going to be us Oh, go. Sorry.
I think that particular pout in general also speaks to nobody was worried about Quinten dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all just mad at him.
But we never at that moment felt like we were actually in trouble. It'd be interesting to see what would have happened if we did think Quinten was in trouble.
Yeah.
I guess we'll never know.
What would have been really funny is if Quinten, everybody was bookshelves, we will destroy them, and then they just kept coming in waves and focusing on Quinten for some reason, and he went down, and it was oh shit, now look what you've done. I just think it would have made people angrier.
Well, now we know
Yeah,
that the stone is
don't think
bookshelf
I would.
lure.
I wouldn't have any remorse. Relic wouldn't have any remorse.
Yeah, you're kind of pissed right
don't
now, right?
think
Relic
so.
is? Yeah.
I mean,
Nobody's happy about it.
is anyone okay with Quinten right now?
I think Brandle's pretty
Quinten's
chill.
okay with Quinten right now.
I'm chill with most things,
Brandle, I'm gonna someday Brandle is gonna get mad, and I'm gonna be here for it. It's probably gonna frighten me. All right, so Treasure Tuesday is done for the day, for the week. Are there any things that we would like to share with Stream about what we might be doing over the next week or two? Anything you'd like to share? Any cool streams?
Tomorrow, Iron Dust and Blood is back. Call of Cthulhu.
Great.
Weird West. And
Yeah, that's stuff Drew's just covered in right now. Yeah.
Tentacles?
Iron Dust and Blood. He's covered in Iron Dust and Blood right now.
Yeah, that too.
But there are tentacles, you say?
Sometimes.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, that's
Eldritch
interesting.
Horror,
Mhm.
which is not something I have ever worked with in my life at any point.
Of course not.
Yeah,
He's being
completely
sarcastic,
honest,
stream.
Right?
Great. Okay, so Iron Dust and Blood is back. Do you happen to know what Diana's working on right now? Has that been announced? Can we talk about it yet?
Yeah. It is called The Nightlife. It is a Vampire the Masquerade stream set in Miami.
Oh,
and
hell yes.
Yeah, dude.
it is,
That could be good.
Premiering on June 11th.
Yeah.
Because somehow it's already June. I don't know when that happened.
Yeah.
But...
I think that's
It's premiering Friday, June 11th, but then it will it's with Paradox Games, and after that it will move to Wednesdays. And it has a pretty all-star cast: Jen Crutchmeyer, Gabe.
We got it.
And
Just Gabe.
Cynthia Marie,
Oh, nice.
and oh god, I'm missing somebody. I'm sorry, it's not my stream. I'll
So
do that. but-
Cynthia was in the birthday stream, wasn't she? And so was Gabe.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Where could you go to find out more?
Well,
you can find out on Diana's social media, which is D'Amico Diana on Twitter.
yeah, she's
That's where
been
she puts all her stuff.
tweeting about it. Great.
Oh, now I gotta go see who the last person was. I can't remember who it is.
All right. Well, if you figure that out, you jump right in. Any other streams that we're excited about over the next week or so? I think that I think Diana's stream is going to be really neat. I actually might try to watch that. I'm not good at watching actual plays, which is hysterical because I'm a streamer. But that one, I might try to catch that one. I don't love Vampire the Masquerade as a player because I don't like having to eat people to get health back. It makes me go.
Yeah.
So
what about eating people?
I don't like it.
Dude, it's technically speaking, optional.
Well,
Yeah.
when I played it back in the Dark Ages, it wasn't
Back in
optional.
my
Now,
day.
I don't know whether the GM lied to me or not, but like that's what I took away from it, and I didn't like it.
You can eat all sorts of things. You can be a blood bagger. You can feed on animals exclusively.
I don't want to do that.
Wild animals.
Nope, don't want to do that. No. Just don't like blood in general.
Lots of
Yeah,
fun.
I don't think it matters which yard the milkshake comes from. It's more the milkshake.
Does not bring me to the yard. Okay.
Love you so much.
So I'm actually working with Game to Grow on something that I'm hoping we'll be able to announce soon, but I am not there yet. But it could be pretty cool. I'm putting together some brunches. So if anybody wants to schedule a Brunches and Dragons with me, where we play, it's just me and you bring a character, and I bring my GM hat, and I make shit up on the spot. We just collaboratively tell a story. It's kind of fun. If you've got a character you want to workshop, or you just want to build lore in, or you've got lore for a character and you want to play through that because it's only ever been a backstory, bring it to me. I'll shoehorn it into Azinlia, and it helps me build lore for my world. So as an example, I just randomly introduced magic spoons to the world, and one of the Brunches characters actually helped me create a backstory for it. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, just ping me on Twitter. I'm like 7spoon if you'd like to participate in that. I might be putting together some critical core groups coming up just to sort of introduce that system, which was it's D&D Light. Game to Grow created a sort of a introductory box. It's actually quite cool, and I really like the adventures. So keep an eye out for that. Not scheduled yet because I am tired right now. And I am streaming Cozy Grove whenever I have a minute or need to calm down, and it's very chill. So if you ever just want to hang out,
The other day, it's super cute.
thank you. If you ever want to hang out while I am just babbling about nothing and watch me collect items and save ghosts, then that's the stream for you. And I think that's it. Did you ever discover who the last character was for the Miami nightlife?
No, I'll be honest. I forgot about it immediately and didn't go look it up.
See, you know what? You know what? This is an ADHD friendly stream. No one's gonna be upset about that. Like, I think all of us are ADHD in some way or another. So you're good. Okay, so I'm gonna let everybody go because it is nighttime and we all should sleep. But stream, I think you're neat, and I'm really glad you hung out with us tonight. If that's it, everybody say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream. And now we have to wait 7 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
7 whole seconds.